Welcome back, dear viewers. Driving around the world is the realization of one of our dreams, but a journey that started solely for leisure has now become a mission to give something back to our planet. Our guests saw with our own eyes the environmental problems affecting planet Earth.
During the coronavirus, they opened a small charity organization trying to give back, giveback.org. They use the revenue generated by their YouTube videos and donations to make charitable actions like planting trees, supporting animals, sanctuaries and natural reserves, but also helping poor communities in need. So let's welcome, with a great pleasure of our, hosting them, Aldo, Giaquinto, and Vera Kozlovskaia, the world travelers. Aldo, Vera, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's good to be
and,
here.
It's really our honor to have you in Good Morning Kuwait. And I like your outfits. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. It's our honor also to be here. This actually was a gift from the recent,
dear friends,
from Balochistan.
Oh, Balochistan.
Wow, that's amazing. And welcome to our studio and our show, Good Morning Kuwait. And we are very excited for this interview. But tell us first, when did you decide on traveling?
It feels like ages ago, right?
Yes, so many things have happened.
We were just dating, starting to know each other. And one of the first questions that you ask when you want to know someone is, what is your dream? So that's what I asked Vera on one of our first dates. And, well, what did you say? What was your reply?
I was curious to see the world, and what intrigued me and fascinated was Eastern Asia. So Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, completely different culture and, countries, traditions. So I wanted to go visit those countries, but in a more like
on a budget.
On a budget,
yes.
like backpacking, to really go to some remote places, meet local people,
and
try to
in the local,
try to feel the country, try to understand more and speak with the locals, learn from them about their country.
And basically, she said,
I wanted my plan was to go for 6 months, and I just asked him, would you join me in this adventure?
Oh, that's amazing.
And my reply was straightforward. I said, qual è il problema? Which means in English, what's the problem?
Yes.
And from there, things have evolved. There is actually a little contract. It's a long story, so we kind of signed an agreement, and we started to save money, to put money aside. And every weekend...
This started in 2014.
14, yeah.
14, okay.
So for almost 3 years, 2.5, we put, and we kind of planned it.
Saved money, and we were unsure with what vehicle we should go.
Yeah, first started with the backpacking, and then a friend of Vera told her that they traveled 6 months in Asia with a camper. So we start to consider a camper, but then we think, hey, wait a second, what kind of roads we are going to encounter?
You cannot go around the world. You need some reliable vehicle. You need.
Yeah, I see the picture here.
Yes,
exactly. You need a good off-road vehicle because we wanted to go to some remote places, to see animals, to cross rivers, to go to the mountains, to sleep.
Oh, look, there's a mountain.
Yes.
And the Aurora Borealis
in Russia.
also.
That's
no,
Canada.
That's Alaska,
Yeah.
Canada,
Above
Arctic Ocean.
So it's not only Southeast Asia. You went to North America too.
We traveled on 5 continents and 60
continents.
countries.
Wow.
We recently entered our 7th year traveling.
We are on our 7th year of
Initially,
traveling.
we only wanted to be away 2 years.
Okay.
So, but then obviously we realized that the world is much more bigger than we thought.
Absolutely.
And,
That's amazing. And I love how when they started, Farid, they were talking about how they put the budget and they were thinking about how to save money and to allocate some...
and how things escalate, Sometimes you think this is your budget and this is the tool you want to ride, and then all of a sudden you need bigger budget, heavy duty, car. So you went to the glaciers in Canada?
We actually crossed already twice the Arctic Circle, the equator, the tropical Cancer, and the tropical Capricorn. And we are going to do it for a third time.
Oh.
And we arrived up to Arctic Ocean.
Arctic Ocean.
Yes.
And the glaciers we saw, it was in Canada, in Patagonia, in New Zealand, in
I've been to the glaciers of Alaska.
Alaska.
Alaska glaciers are beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Actually, that's where I had my wedding.
Oh,
and
my
it's,
God.
yes,
That's
it was,
amazing.
yeah.
That's wild.
It was wild on the glacier, and we
Yeah.
had to wear sports shoes.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
it was. Yeah.
Coming
But-
from Kuwait, you know, and going
Yes.
to marry in the middle of a glacier was
Exactly.
completely
Yes.
different.
Yes, and
But, the glacier I was referring to was in Vancouver, BC, British Columbia.
Which
I don't-
one?
There was a glacier in.
but the ones you went to was the
We went
northern
on the,
one.
We went on the Canadian, the
Yes.
western side.
Okay.
That one was
And
the Salmon Glacier.
Salmon
it's actually
Glacier,
Canadian,
yes.
Alaskan. The
Bear
one in the photo, Bear Glaciers. We've
The
seen
one
many.
in Alaska was one of the most beautiful. And we
Yes.
walked the whole day long thinking that we are somewhere far. And then, you know, from the drone, it was like
yes, you were right. It's north of Vancouver.
Yeah.
North of Vancouver.
Toronto is on the other side. So yes,
Yeah.
it was Vancouver, British
Yeah,
Columbia.
Exactly.
You see
Exactly.
that big bus with a maple leaf on it?
Yes.
The flag,
The flag of
Canadian
Canada,
flag.
yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And did you see with the glacier, did you see the water, how pure and beautiful the
Blue.
water? Yes.
Blue.
Yes,
And
Blue
it's
rivers,
clean,
eh?
very
Yeah.
clean
Oh, yeah.
also.
It's also dangerous. There are crevasses,
Yes.
so you can fall in it. But
Yes.
I remember we walked all day. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You know, the glaciers are, you know, now getting decreased in
Yes,
length because of
absolutely.
the global warming.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
They are melting.
Yeah, melting.
And this is actually one of the reasons why we decided to travel.
Tell us more.
Oh.
Because the world is changing so fast. And what we can see still today, we won't be able to see in 5-10 years.
So how many pictures you guys have?
Oh,
We are talking in the
Well, we're talking
tens of
about-
thousands, if not hundreds of thousands.
Wow.
Terabytes and terabytes
Yes.
of videos and photos. It's
Yeah.
it would take too many, I think.
We
So
tend-
how many days you would take, you know, just to watch all of them?
I think
We will leave it
never
for our
be- yeah, for our
pension.
pension. I think we will never be able to see
Yes,
everything
yeah.
because it's really a lot. But
It's 8 years of photography and
Seven.
Seven
Begin-
years,
it
yes.
started the 7.
7
Oh,
years.
7 years.
Yeah.
There is still another couple of years
Yeah.
planned.
We are going to
hopefully.
Africa.
We don't know, you know.
Our last 6 drivable continent.
So definitely when you grow old, you know,
We'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
that will be
something to-
But we won't stop on
Yeah.
what we are now doing an overland expedition.
Okay.
After this, we are planning to travel to sail around the world in a boat.
sailing.
Yeah.
Basically, there is another dream in
Okay.
our dream.
His dream.
Yeah, I'm from a marine background. Being
Okay.
from Italy, my father has always been passionate.
What's the name of your village or your city?
Napoli. I'm from
Napoli.
Oh,
Napoli.
you're from
Napoli.
Napoli.
Oh,
Napoli.
Pizza.
Where the great Maradona used
Yes,
to
yeah, look at my hair.
Yeah,
That's
Diego.
amazing.
Diego, yes, yes.
Yeah, he has a big statue, you know. In
Oh
Napoli.
yes, they even
Yeah.
named the stadium now. It was called San Paolo. Now it's called the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
He's loved
Amazing.
everywhere in the
'Cause
world.
he gave a good reputation for Napoli.
Yes, there are always there will be someone that will talk bad and good, but we can say he was revolutionary because what he
Absolutely,
did,
absolutely.
I just say briefly for who loves football. Before, during his times, the football teams of the North Italy were the one with much more
Exactly.
money and
AC
sponsor.
Milan, Inter,
Yes, and
Nacional.
and then he came to play for Napoli, for
Oh.
Naples, and he brought the Scudetto, which is the accolade award.
Scudetto, which
So it was a great. I remember the party was all the street on Naples full of celebrations. So
You know,
That's-
Maradona used to play against AC Milan. AC Milan was like a dream team, and he used to kick them. You know,
Wow.
big time. You know.
Yes.
and-
Did you know that my colleague Farid was a football player? He still
Oh,
is.
wow.
but
Back in
yes.
the 90s now. Yeah,
Yes.
officially. So let's go back
Let's
to you.
explain why you're so knowledgeable.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I know all the, Italian, calcio and
Calcio, yes.
yeah, definitely. And my favorite was Parisi. You know, he's
Parisi, yeah.
he's a killer of the of the strikers. Anyway, so tell us. I mean, aren't you concerned about safety, security? I mean, you're talking about going to area which is you have no idea. Okay, we all read on the internet. We all but don't you think there is some thieves, crooks, you know, some hazards?
Being afraid, you put to your life limitations.
Okay.
And you will never know what opportunities and what life can bring you. So
We should always
what's the guarantee that in
Absolutely.
your
There's no
own
guarantee.
city, in your own country, nothing will
Exactly.
happen?
If you go walking in the street, you may have
Exactly,
accidents.
exactly.
But,
And-
yeah, go ahead.
And I believe we should always take with a pinch of salt what we see on TV, we read on the news or internet, because there are good people,
Absolutely.
but people,
Everywhere.
of course, you need to, when you travel, especially the length we did, you develop a kind of a sixth sense. And you want to go in a country and embrace the culture, but you always need to keep your eyes open, because, yes, let's be honest, nothing bad, really bad has happened, but we got to be careful from the most dangerous animal in the world,
Absolutely.
the human being.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Definitely, yeah.
But the
You
majority...
need to be careful and you need to be respectful of the country you're going.
Yes.
Like they have their customs, they have their culture. We are not going looking for troubles.
Yeah.
So basically, you just, you know, have your measures and, you know, be always alert and
Yes.
just...
Exactly. Don't drive at
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Don't- yeah.
We plan, we search, we go prepared.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Also, we
Doing your
speak-
homework and that's...
Yes,
Exactly,
you also speak with
exactly.
other travelers, then you
Yes.
embrace the country you're in and with the people, so everything can
Locals,
happen.
we
but,
speak with locals, we ask advices for them
Okay.
of places to go. And
Because we are like, you know, really...
For a time restraint, yes.
time,
Yes.
yes,
So tell us a memorable story or something you'll never forget.
Well, for me, it was one of the
many.
realizations of my childhood dreams, which was swimming with the whale shark in Mexico.
Wow,
Yes.
the whale shark.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how about you?
oh, so many, so many.
Like
No,
one...
no,
What
Yeah.
about
that
Kuwait?
always, you know,
How do you
yeah.
think of Kuwait?
Kuwait, yeah.
Kuwait surprised us from the very first kilometer.
Really?
Meter,
Yeah,
at the
meter.
border.
At the border, we got to know a border officer that while expecting our car, he saw a
He
mask,
found a diving mask.
Okay.
In
of
the-
Aldo.
during the search.
And he's like, he got so excited and he's like, are you diving? We said, yes, we like snorkeling, diving. He's like, oh my God, this is my passion. Come
Oh,
with
yes.
me in a boat to visit the islands and
Oh.
That's
to
amazing.
to dive together. And this
Oh,
is,
yes, because Kuwait culture has diving roots in it. Yes, of
Amazing.
course.
so
That's-
this was our, on a second day arriving in Kuwait, we went diving.
So you went
amazing.
with him?
Of
Yes,
course,
yes, yes.
of course.
Amazing.
Thank you
That's
very
good.
much for
I-
everything. We are very happy that you are here, and thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Dear
so much.
viewers, unfortunately, this is all the time that we have, and we want to thank Aldo and Vera, and we wish them the best. This was a great interview, and thank you. We will see you again.
Absolutely, Aldo. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And,
Grazie.
Vera, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was really amazing interview. We would like to, you know, go more and more nice, beautiful stories. But definitely,
The time is-
We hope to see you in another journey and adventure.
Inshallah.
That's it, dear
Inshallah.
viewers. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, until the next episode, please stay safe and have a good day.